Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of My Thoughts on. This time, the subject is God of War and God of War Ragnarok. So, excuse me for just a moment. I actually have a little notebook and something I wrote down. So, you can't see it over here, but right in between the book Haunted and Les Miserables right now is two different books for Norse mythology. I have briefly read on it. I haven't went in depth in it because it is on my list of things to read. I have I'm counting. Let's see. I've got one, two, three. Let's see, four. I have a total of 4 books to read so far because my bookshelf is right over here, not behind me. I've got 4 different books to read and trying to gather up and all that because, finances and everything. But as you can see, I've got all those books behind me. I've got way more. I've got to update all the pictures and everything. I've got to update this picture behind me. But I've got 2 Norse mythology books that I've briefly went over and saw a bunch of the characters. One is by Neil Gaiman, and the other one is by Jake Jackson. I've got 2 of those that were available over at Books A Million, and I'm probably going to try to gather some more. But it's not what it's about. It's about the game God of War Ragnarok. So far, right now, you already know the rest of God of War already came out for you guys, which is the main story, and none of the side stuff. If you do want to see some of the side stuff, I suggest watching some of the big time YouTubers. Jacksepticeye is someone that you could probably see. It's been a while since I've seen some of his videos on it as I was playing, but you can go over Jacksepticeye's channel and check his videos out on it. He doesn't need technically an introduction of who he is and what he is because he's already well known with millions, but he is the someone I suggest to go watch him play that. There's also a streamer that has done some of that stuff with side stuff, but not entirely. I think Jack completed the game 100%, so you can check him out. But so far, with just the main story, loved it entirely. Fell in love with the game, and then life hit me and I wasn't able to record, but now I am back with a vengeance to get things recorded as well as new content, and I am super excited for November 9th, which is like barely in a few weeks. I think we've got 4 weeks left before that comes out. Let me check my phone out really quick. Comes out hold on, I can check over here. Comes out the 9th. It's currently, as of this recording, the 4th, because I don't know when this episode's going to come out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we've got a little over 5 weeks. By a little over, I mean like 5 weeks and a day. So as of this recording, 5 weeks. And I am super excited. Also, I am in creator hell. But before we discuss that, God of War, the 2018 version. I think it was 2018. Beautiful game. Love the story. Love the gameplay. Love how the characters progressed. And how all of that was done, how the story was. There's also side lore, of course, and a lot of questions arose. There's characters in Norse mythology that weren't previously mentioned, and that kind of got me questioning, but there was also a bit of an answer of it. So, as you heard Mimir say at the end of the game, Fimbulwinter wasn't supposed to happen that time. It was early. because Kratos is someone. Hold on, sorry, something bothered me. Kratos was there when he wasn't supposed to be. The Pantheon was supposed to be just there. And as you saw, we didn't see a lot of humans, mortals, at all. It was just a bunch. It was dead reavers. It was dead townsmen. They were just there. Kratos went to that land by accident. And there's a lot of questions. First of all, Atreus is Loki from mythology, the trickster, mischievous god, the very, very smart person. And according to mythology from the books, he is so cunning, not even Odin himself is as cunning as Loki. But Loki was the son of Laufey, or as if you've seen in some of the other lores and other videos, Faye, Kratos' wife, is known as Laufey the Just, who was a giant. According to mythology, she was actually just a normal person, while his father was a giant from then. I forget what his name was. Let's see. Okay. I entirely forget what his name was. It starts with an F. Again, I glanced over it at like 1 this morning. And he was supposed to be the son. His father was supposed to be a giant, and his mother was Laufey. But then Kratos came in. Now, instead of being like half giant and, according to mythology, Odin's blood brother, he is the son of Kratos, which now he is not half mortal, half giant. He is now half giant, half god. Well, part giant, part god, part mortal. Which creates this crazy scenario for the game. And, of course, Baldur was supposed to bring, not really bring the beginning of Fimbulwinter, but he was supposed to be killed by Loki, but wasn't. He was killed by Kratos, which creates a whole new scenario for that type of mythology. And there are many characters in this, which, according to mythology, Thor wasn't supposed to be that cruel or anything, which makes me believe that maybe there was a brainwashing somewhere, or maybe he was tricked into something. He was supposed to be very heroic in the mythology. Of course, no matter what side, whether you're on the Aesir side, seeing them as friend and seeing giant as enemy, or you're on the Jotunheim side, enemy and friend, or ally and enemy is just depends on your views on that. And that goes with almost everything. But with this mythology here, I mean, Loki was supposed to be born, but a lot of that came by. So how is that story going to progress with the new game, God of War Ragnarok? Are there going to be more characters involved? We already seen a teaser that Tyr is going to be there, who is a giant, if I recall. Yeah, he was a giant. Possibly. I think we might find more about him. But there's a lot of other characters we've never heard of, like Hela. There's Fenrir. Where's Fenrir at? We already seen Jormungandr. But Hela, Jormungandr, Fenrir, and I think a giant. There's another giant that Loki fathered or birthed. It's in mythology, trust me. There's a lot of things that God of War Ragnarok the God of War doesn't explain that I'm hoping God of War Ragnarok will. Which means we take the original mythology that we know here and possibly just toss it. There's a few things that are still true with God of War Ragnarok, like we saw a scene of one of the wolves chasing the moon or the sun. how is that going to affect the game, and how's that going to affect the mythology? Is there like, oh my god, moments that's going to happen? All of these questions are rising for us. So there's just so much on here. Like the fact that one thing that's also changed, Magni and Modi in mythology is supposed to survive Ragnarok. The only surviving gods or minor Aesir that's supposed to survive, and they're dead. One by Loki, one by Kratos. They're dead. I have questions. That's why I wrote these notes. So how is this story going to progress? How is this story going to happen? Well, the main story is 20 hours long. If I look on my handy dandy phone to, let me go on my studio really quick. I have Studio on my phone for YouTube. I like to check things out, check out analytics. And also, thank you for the 2 subscribers that have recently subscribed. Welcome to my rant, basically. Let me look at my playlist really quick. Okay. I have 17 videos on here. Okay. 2 are live streams. They're about over an hour long. I have a few episodes that are only like half an hour long, and then others that are up to 50, almost to an hour. The last one was an hour and 5. I would have had about 15, maybe 14 episodes if I did hour-long episodes. It maybe done a bit more cutting. But some of the, again, 2 of the episodes were live streams. One of them was an hour and a half long. 20 hours. That is, without me completely screwing up the fighting, the sequencing, learning, equipment. I know there's going to be equipment in this game. There's going to be upgrades, maybe a grind here and there. 20 hours long for the main story. Rumored it is exactly 40 hours long. Almost 2 damn days long. If you played God of War Ragnarok in one day, you would have only gotten 4 hours of sleep the night before. If you just went to bed at like a normal person, you would wake up at 1 a.m. and finish by 11 o'clock. Maybe 11:30. No. 1 a.m. to 2,100 hours. No, that's 9 o'clock. Hold on. About 2,100 hours. Maybe 2,300 hours. That's 11 o'clock. I'm adding 2 extra hours because guess what? That's just in case if you mess up. That's just in case if like something goes awry and you have to circle back and maybe grind a few things, or maybe you want to explore something. Main story is 20 hours long. 3 hours, I just saw, like, it was rumored 3 hours just for the cinematics. What? Holy crap. That's a lot of content. And there's going to be bigger YouTubers out there that is going to be pounding this out. Jacksepticeye is just going to boom episode, boom episode, boom episode, boom episode. It's going to be... I don't know what to say. It's just going to be a lot to come out. In fact, in November, that's probably the only thing I'm going to play and record. Which is going to suck because all of you see my content with variety, which is Call of Duty stuff, which is Infamous Second Son, which I've just now restarted recording again. There's Watch Dogs that I want to get through so I can get to the second one, so I can get to the third one. There's The Last of Us, which I'm going to, which I've recorded already. I think I have an episode coming up soon of The Last of Us. I think it came out the 3rd. That's a lot of content for just one game, and I'm someone that likes to bring out variety and give out different games. But here's where I'm announcing it. As soon as God of War Ragnarok comes out, that's all you're going to see from this channel until I'm done, until I'm done recording it. Maybe episodes come out and I'll just start grinding for a live stream or something for you guys. I don't know. We'll see when that happens. It's rumored to have, for 100%, the rumor is 40 hours. For the main story itself is only 20. I'm going for the main story, not including the grinds and everything like that, about 24 hours of gameplay. That is 24 episodes if you do hour-longs. Maybe with heavy editing. But you don't want to miss a thing. God of War is mostly action-packed, one after the other, story after story, seeing all this beautiful scenery. Mwah. I don't have a PS5 or a 4K recorder. I have an Elgato, a face cam, and a Dream. But damn. I know I've been ranting for 17 minutes. The last episode was only 10. But I'm super excited about this. But holy crap. But thank you for listening to my rant. I'm excited about God of War Ragnarok when it does come out. And I'll see you guys on November 10th. I'm going to try to get out as much of Ragnarok content as I can. You'll see me on the 10th possibly, because I do have to record those and push out as many episodes as I can. I am getting a physical copy, not a digital copy, and I may or may not have to delete the original God of War on my PS4. I'm getting I have a PS4. I don't have a PS5. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Let my outro do the thing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, click the like button down below. It lets me know that you actually enjoyed it. If there are parts that you enjoyed as well, comment down below on what you liked, or if there's any suggestions you want to do. If you did in fact like the video, check out the other videos that I have on this channel. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. You're already going to come back, and it's completely free. And don't forget to ring the bell to notify you when I do have a video uploaded, as well as when I go live on this channel. If you think your friends and family might enjoy the videos that I create, why not share it with them on social media like Facebook and Twitter, or somehow TikTok it, whatever you want to do. Also, if you want to donate as well, I do have a donation button on my channel. If you want to do that, that's all up to you. I want to thank you so much for watching, and please stay entertained. Bye, everyone.